Hello guys, this is Rohan Ahmed Siddiqui and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, I'm back again with another cool new video and another AI related interesting application. So I know I am uploading a video after a really long amount of time as I'm an engineering student and I was actually busy with my college related and internship related stuff. So that's why I wasn't able to upload any video on any particular project which I built. So now I'm back again and I have decided of focusing more on projects from now on, and I'll be uploading the source code and the demos of projects which I built in every 1 or 2 months. So today we'll be going to talk about an application which works just the same way as Alexa, Siri, Cortana, Google Assistant, etc. Now, I actually got the inspiration from those Iron Man movies, like how Tony Stark had its own personal assistant like Jarvis and Friday, Veronica, etc. So, sounds cool, right? So why not having, I thought of why not building your own personalized assistant. So I actually integrated ChatGPT, which is a great large language model with recent advancements in this NLP domain. We have Bard AI and we have this ChatGPT. So these are amazing large language models, and I integrated with Python's text-to-speech and speech-to-text services. So combining all of these together, you get a entire assistant just like the other ones which I named before, like Alexa, Siri, Cortana, Bixby, etc. So I named my particular assistant as ELA, ELLA, which stands for Enhanced Learning and Logical Assistant. So it works, it can have a conversation with you, it can answer all of your queries, all of your questions, it can also crack jokes and whatever. You can actually talk with it whenever you feel lonely or whatever. So guys, I'll be showing you the source code in a moment, and first let me show you the demo of how it works. So guys, before going into the computer screen, I would like to tell you all that actually I do mostly work related with the backend part, like the machine learning, AI related things and analytics related projects. So I'm not a specialist in this UI related projects. So that's why I have built a simple UI, and I built this particular project's UI using KVMD, which is a great GUI in Python. So I use that, and for all the developers out there, if anyone would like to enhance this particular application's UI, then you can actually create your custom UI and share me the source code's link down there in the comment section. Okay, so now let's move on to the project's demo. So here we are, and let me show you all a glimpse of how our application works. So let me just open up my Anaconda navigator and start a new terminal. So as you all can see over here, we are currently inside our base environment. Now let me change it to the one in which I wrote the entire project. So I just use the command conda activate assistant in order to open up this assistant environment in which I built the project. Now let me go to the directory in which I have stored all of those contents related to the project. So this is the directory, and let me just do dir to see all of these 4 files and folders which I created related to the project. Now we have to run this main.py. So I just cleared my terminal and run the command python main.py. So here, as you all can see, our application is getting opened up, and here are all the logs. So this is our application interface. Now I have this theme changing functionality inside the app too. Now this is the button which we need to use. So now it says listening. Now let me just say, tell me about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, commonly known as Cristiano Ronaldo, is a Portuguese professional footballer who is considered one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. He was born on February 5, 1985, in Funchal, Madeira, Portugal. Ronaldo started his professional football career at Sporting CP in Portugal before he was signed by Manchester United in 2003. During his 6-year stint with the English club, he won 3 Premier League titles.
Okay, so now let's say, tell me a joke.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
So guys, as you all can clearly see over here, it can answer all of the things which you ask it for. And now let me show you all the code that I actually wrote to build this particular project. So now let me just start a new terminal, or maybe use the old one instead. So I will just use the command code and space and a dot. So it will just pull up my VS Code. So this is my entire code. This is the directory in which I have all the contents related to the project. I have this artifacts folder, this GPT assistant folder, and all of those things. I'll just explain you in a moment all of those, the utility of all of these files and folders. So this artifacts folder contains all of the media files and images that we use in this particular project. So this is the logo. Um so this is the dark one and this is the light one, because we use different ones in the theme changing functionality. Then comes the GPT assistant folder. This is the entire package which I built. So this is the underscore init.py. So here I have three modules which I have used basically. So this is the chat GPT API, and this is the speech to text and text to speech. So let me first begin with speech to text, because first you say the prompt and then we just give it to the ChatGPT API to create a suitable response. Now here I use the speech recognition module. So I built this entire class like speech to text, and this is the constructor. And after that, this is the main function which we used. So this recognize function uses Google and Google's API. So this just analyzes the text that a person speaks, and if some error is there, then it's probably an internet connection error. So it just speaks that please check your internet connection. Now here comes the ChatGPT API. So here I just created this class ChatGPT response, and here is the constructor that initializes all of these things like prompt and messages, and here's my API key as well. And after that, this is the generate response function. I use this particular piece of code using the OpenAI's official documentation. So in order to generate an API key, you just need to go to platform.openai.com, and after that here go to this section and just go to view API keys, and then here from you can create a new API key for your project, for any of your project. So after that I use this particular model GPT 3.5 Turbo, which is the best one, and set the max tokens to 100 to limit the response to 100 words. Now if some exception occurs, then it just says please check your internet connection and try to speak one more time. Okay, so now comes the text to speech part. Now we have generated the response, and then we need the model to speak it back. So I created this class text to speech, and here's my constructor, and after that this function which is speak. So this I created an engine object pytts63, and then after I set the rates, the voice, if I set the voice to 0, then it will be a female one, and it will be a male one, and one suggests a female voice. Now this is the underscore init.py. So now comes these folders, like these files. So this particular folder is created when we use the setup.py. So here comes the requirements.txt. These are all the requirements, and just observe that I use this -e and space a dot. So this is used to automatically trigger the setup.py file. So this setup.py file, what it does is that let me just use PyPy. So this setup.py is used to build a particular package. So here in this particular project, I built my module which I can deploy it to PyPy. This is the Python registry index. Now after that I can run the setup.py, and here are my these are the files which I get after running that setup.py. Now here we can see these are the related to the apps interface. So this main.py uses KiwiMD and Kiwi language. So here I have just imported all of those things from the GPT assistant module which I built, and after that these files as well from Kiwi MD and Kiwi language. So this is the class which I built overriding the MD app class, and inheriting the OMD app class, and these are all the functions like build and change theme and label text, change label text. Now this is used for the command, the prompt which is given there at the end, near the end of the screen, listening one. So, and this is the button press one. Firstly, we just uh, use the analyze the user's input and then create it to text. Now after that we just give it to the response. We generate a response using the API, and then we just speak out the entire response if it is not none. And if some error occurs, then we use threading in order to make sure that our application doesn't crash. So we use this threading, and if a person bombards it with so many prompts, then here it just gives returns, please let me complete first the earlier prompt. Now this is the MD file, KV file, sorry. So this contains all the layouts. This is kind of CSS like file which is used in web development. Now after that, here is what KiwiMD actually is, how it looks like. So you can see all of the documentation over here in order to build an Android or a web or a desktop application using Kiwi and KiwiMD. So this is how apps are built using Python. So that was it from my side, guys. I hope you all liked this particular project and this particular video. If you like this one, then please make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And your suggestions and valuable feedback would be most welcome in the comment section. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye bye.